Nightwatch SEO Agent is a new approach to doing SEO. It's basically an agent similar as ChatGPT, with the difference that it can access various SEO tools and it's fine-tuned for SEO operations. And today we're gonna look how you can utilize this new tool and how it can help you to simplify and speed up some of the SEO operations. These operations can be anything from auditing a website to doing keyword research or drafting content. And there are some really cool things you can do with it, and hopefully we will achieve this goal with this short demo today. So in this example, one of the use cases that we are using the agent on our website is for finding outdated content we could repurpose. This is one very effective way how basically we can repackage the old content and make it more discoverable on search engines which favoritize content which is up to date. The second use case that we are using this agent for is for doing automatic keyword research. And this can be very useful if in the past we had to do all the researches manually. Agent can help us to execute more complex researches. And we're also going to take a look how we can do various operations at the end, like content gap analysis, real-time competitor analysis, and so on. So let's start. I'm gonna log into, this is my account. This is running a new SEO version, new SEO agent version with reasoning capabilities. And the difference with this agent is that if the previous version was able to do basic SEO operations, so it would receive a simple prompt like audit the website, find repeated H1 tags. This reasoning agent can also answer much more complex questions, and there are various improvements we have made to make it much more robust. This version will be rolled out to all Nightwatch accounts, first to the pro accounts. So if you want to access it, just make sure that you are on the right plan, or send us an email if you would like to test it out. And later we're also going to look how agent can interact and provide suggestions for utilizing on your SEO data. All right, so let's start. First, we're gonna do a simple example. Let's say that we are optimizing our website. This is for the sake of simplicity. This is a medium-sized website for a business, and it has standard structure, blog, landing pages, and so on. So one of the first things that we want to do is, for example, understand some basic things like how H1 tags, which are really important for SEO, are repeating throughout the page. So if we would want to find something like this, instead of crawling a website with a crawler and then exporting this, we could just ask the agent, crawl website nightwatch.io, and print all pages with H1 and their counts. Now you see when I execute this request, now 5 tabs, we recently added the documents tab, which we will explain later, show up in the top. This is basically all the data that is brought to the agent from our backend systems and endpoints from our databases. Now the agent started crawling the page, and soon we will start seeing the data and analysis. So the difference with this agent, and if you are using GPT or any other chatting tool, is that it's designed so it can utilize all the SEO data and it can reason for the specific data. And now here we are starting to see the agent reasoning. So this is the pages. It seems that in the changelog we have some drop down page which should not be there, and then H1 headings. on these pages or blog content, they all seem to have h1 count 1, which is fine. And now we can see the summary of this quick crawl. If we open the scroll pages, it should also open the list of all the pages that were crawled, which enables us to analyze this further or just go deeper into the details of those pages to understand how exactly they render to the search engines. For example, this. All right, so this is like a very simple use case which enables us to execute and ask a very simple question in a quick manner. Let's say that we want to execute a simple research for our website, and traditionally we would need to go to a research tool, we would need to set location and so on. But this SEO agentic approach has a few advantages, so we can execute more complex researches. And we could do something like this: make a keyword research for SERP API. So we have not been selling SERP API, but it's definitely something where we want to expand more, since our advantage is that we have accurate SEO data which is collected at a large scale. And since we want to expand more in this segment, maybe we want to understand the trends in different countries. So make a keyword research for SERP API and compare the trends in United States and Canada. You see here, basically we are prompting the agent to do a keyword research for a specific keyword phrase and 2 different countries, which we cannot do in the regular research, or this would require us to get the data, export the data, and then put it somewhere else. But with the agentic approach, this is much easier. So now the agent should spin up and it should figure out what type of researches it should do. It should collect all the keywords for these requests, and then it should prepare the analysis of the trend. So now we see the agent is reasoning. All right, SERP API has in US 12,000 searches, in Canada 1,600. It can already compare this, like even if this was like in a different language, the agent could translate this. So we see a nice comparison table, and we can easily see that US, it's almost 10 times bigger market than Canada. And here we can see a nice report, keyword research and trend comparison for SERP API. Selected monthly search volume, US versus Canada. And here we have the overview. The United States shows significantly higher search volumes for all relevant SERP API keywords. Competition is generally low. And then we have clusters of keywords. Now the cool thing is all this data was loaded in the keywords tab, where we can analyze this further. This is basically where we have all the raw data available for this research. And this data is loaded in the session. So basically we can now chat further, and we're gonna take a look how we can utilize this in the next step. So we could do something like this: put these keywords in clusters. Now with Nightwatch we have our own clustering algorithms. There are different ways how you usually want to cluster the keywords. We use different models for clustering keywords with our custom approach. And clustering, as you know, is really important for understanding how the structure of a website should look. So now we see core terms: SERP API, API SERP, pricing, SERP API price, scraping, tracking, keywords ranking. So this looks very cool. Now we have different groups, and now we could just say put these keywords in a table with suggested URL structure for each page and headlines. Now, since all this data is loaded in the session, the agent should understand what we want to accomplish. So it should give us the summary of these structures, and this should give us an idea how we should structure the content. Okay, so SERP API, introduction to SERP API, Google SERP API, SERP API, Python, Node.js. Here is the suggested structure. So you see in the clusters, the agent actually filtered out the keywords that are irrelevant, and it came up with optimal URL structure that we could use. So in the next example, maybe we can look at another example that combines crawling capabilities with semantical understanding of content. And what's important with SEO is internal linking on websites is becoming more and more relevant, especially with the increase of AI searches. So one of the tasks that is usually taking a lot of time to SEO specialists is finding the best pages for internal linking. And we're gonna see how this can be simplified with the SEO agent. So let's say that we want to publish a new article on our blog. So if I go into our blog section, and that let's say that we want to launch a new article about AI SEO. So we can ask crawl website nightwatch.io and suggest best, or let's say 10 best pages for internal linking to a new article about SEO, AI SEO. So here we are instructing the agent to crawl a website and find the best pages that we can link to this new article, which should help us to boost the article presence on the search engines and visibility. And the important thing here is that the connectivity, how semantically connected this content is going to impact how effective this article and its ranking is going to be. So if I run this request, we're going to see what the agent is going to figure out. So it should start up the crawler. It should go to our website, and we will see what kind of pages it's going to recommend. So we are crawling the page again. One important thing to know here is that on most accounts the default limit for crawling is 100 pages, but this limit increases on the bigger plans. So basically, if you want to have a bigger crawling limit, just let us know, and we're gonna unlock it for you on a bigger plan. All right, so the crawler completed. Now it's performing semantic content analysis, and we can see AI content optimization, AI SEO, what is, how to use it, AI content optimization, what is search and how it's affecting AI search and how it's affecting SEO, AI keyword research, SEO AI agent, AI tracking, SEO database. Magnificent. So basically, it would analyze the content, the semantic meaning of this content, and it would recommend the links that we could use for this specific new article. So now the agent went one step further, and it already created a document for us, which has all these links, so we can easily share it with our content editor, or we can just use it for importing ourselves. And here is the article that it generated. Now what we could do is we could actually tell it, make a keyword research for AI SEO and write an article outline with those suggestions. And this should help us to draft a new article based on all the data that we collected. We could also send the crawler to competitor pages, or we could tell it to check search engine results on Google. And we could tell it to draft this article. So now Agent is already executing the SEO tasks according to our instruction. This is the create a document for this article. Yes, so this is the outline. And now we ask it to create an actual document which we can use for further optimization or drafting. And we can see that now the agent created a new comprehensive guide to AI SEO strategies, benefits, and future trends. And it should include all these topics and the keywords in the outline. We could, of course, create the whole article here, but as traditional SEOs, we want to just share this draft with our copywriter to ensure that even though we use these tools, quality content should still have some human intervention if we really want to produce quality. But of course, if we would want to generate this completely with AI, we could also do that. So these are some of interesting examples of our new SEO reasoning agent. This version is available, as I mentioned, on Pro accounts, and you can start using it to speed up your SEO workflows or just execute various actions that were not possible before. And if you have any suggestions, please let us know. We are preparing a major upgrade. For the next video, we're going to show you how you can do competitor analysis within the agent itself and how you can schedule these actions so that this can be performed automatically on autopilot and just provide the reports for you and your team. We are really excited about this era of SEO, and we hope that it's gonna help you as well.